I remember meeting my husband. I had gone to the movies. Then when we left, there was a little ice cream parlor there. And he says, "I'll buy all you girls a Coke." I never drank Coke in my life. I don't like Coke. And I ordered an ice cream soda. He told me from day one, he knew I was a gold digger.
He went into the Navy on his 17th birthday. When he came home on survivor's leave, she got married on that leave with him because his ship had gone down and he was only one of like 69 survivors on that ship. Ed was passionate, I mean passionate about helping people because Ed lived in a haunted house. He lived in a haunted house in Bridgeport, Connecticut from age 5 to age 12. So he said to me, when I got out of the Navy, I said, I'm going to find out if other people had the same experiences that I did when I lived in that house.
From the time that I was about 7 years old, I remember seeing lights around people. I realized that I was communicating. My Catholic faith is very, very important to me and still is today, and that helped me to help others.
Ed, he was an artist. He went to art school for a couple years after the Navy, and he used to read about haunted houses. And he would drive to these places with Lorraine, and he would take a sketch pad and pencil with him, and he'd pull up in front of the house, and he'd sketch the house, take about 30 minutes. And then he'd hand the sketch to Lorraine, and he'd say, Lorraine, do me a favor, go up to the house, knock on the door, they open the door and say, my husband sketched this nice sketch of your home, he wants you to have it. And he said, maybe you'll let us in, and we can talk about the haunting that they have. And that's how they started.
Ed and Lorraine Warren are pretty much known as the pioneers or the grandparents of modern-day ghost huntings. You know, like today, we're so accustomed to, watching TV shows about paranormal investigations, ghost hunters and stuff like that. But they were the very first ghost hunters.
They're just regular, ordinary people who live next door, who come and bake you a cake for your birthday.
It's just something that they had a calling or a vocation to do, and just very normal people. I mean, you sit and have a conversation with them about everyday life, you'd never know the kind of work they do.
They started a society, the New England Society for Psychic Research, in 1952. Back then, there was no internet. There were no ghost hunters on TV, reality shows. There weren't a million demonologists. Back then, Ed was only one of 7 recognized demonologists, religious demonologists in the nation. He was the only lay demonologist. He was the only non-clergy.